Hey YouTube, I'm back. It's Keith here from the Cutlass Board Games channel, and this is another video about me building stuff for the Murders at Tealwoods Manor Kickstarter campaign. But there's a lot I have to catch you up on. Last month, I did a media release party where I hired out a venue and we took a whole bunch of footage of people playing the game with the intention of this footage becoming stuff for the trailer, stuff for marketing assets and ads and stuff like that. And we filmed a lot of it on a really nice high quality camera that my friends Elise and Joseph own, and the file sizes are humongous, right? So getting them to me was really awkward. The plan was to download it. We had like several options that we tried for downloading, and that didn't turn out to be feasible. I went over to their place with a hard drive, and we filled up the hard drive in its entirety. And then I had to come back again with the hard drive to get the rest of it. And then in that there was additional problems in that none of it was color graded, so all of it was really washed out. So I then had to figure out how to solve that problem, and then a whole bunch of other things on top of this. And then I finally get the video footage, and it doesn't work in the video editing program that I use. So I'm like juggling so many things, but now we are at this stage where I've gone from using Camtasia to now using DaVinci Resolve. This is my first time using DaVinci Resolve, and I've just put through the first clip, successfully rendered it, it worked, and we're good to go. So while I was there, Joseph kind of gave me a quick crash course as we were trying to figure out how to solve the problems. So I know very little about what I'm trying to do, but this is what I figured out so far. And this is the first clip that we made. I might just mute it because it's got random background noise in it. The idea is to put a voiceover or whatever over the top of all of this. But what we filmed was like a cute components manipulation thing. And a nice little zoom in on the board. So the idea is to get several of these cut together to make a trailer or like a supercut of different game stuff. So I have a lot of this footage that I'm going to be going through, and I'm going to be editing it and like trying to cut out little bits, and that's what we're going to be going through today. That's what we're going to be trying to be doing. I need to go back to the first thing. Cut. Yeah. No. Yeah. So I think there was more in this. What I might do is just mute Resolve. There we go, in system. So I'm just going to scrub through this a little bit. So this is the one that I just cut. No, that was the first attempt where it was slightly off center. Let me do it again. And that's the one that I've just cut. A little bit of a look at the venue there. Was there anything else in this clip? This one is just a peek, which is really good. So we'll grab the beginning of that. It's like maybe here. We'll follow it in. Whoop. Why can't you? There we go. We'll follow it in. Maybe maybe we don't need the full zoom out. Maybe just here is fine. We'll cut this part. And then this is probably something I would cut in half again. Okay, so that's that. It's all gonna have audio that I'll cut out later when I'm making whatever the thing's gonna be in total. I don't think there was anything else on this run. Yeah, he just looks at the ceiling. Okay. Let's open up some of the other stuff and have a look through. This is right at the beginning. So we started out with like me trying to introduce and explain it, but it didn't really work out the way I wanted to. And then we set up the table and played a bit on the table like this, but it didn't look super good. And we relocated towards the back of the room after this, which was kind of better.
Like a degenerate.
Yeah, like here. You can see how it's washed out, and that's why we have to go and color grade it.
I'll sit straighter.
That's just the people. This is me drinking juice. That was a few shots of this. Me drinking juice again. This is kind of setting up. Then this one. We were just kind of like goofing around, having fun, playing the game and stuff like that.
She must live and she must die.
So let's throw this one in. Don't change the frame rate. For some reason the preview frame rate is a bit wonky. But we should be able to just minimize that. My camera's a bit out of focus for some reason. Okay. So we probably don't need Xander's back. It's also kind of a wide shot as well. So there was a moment, if I remember correctly here, where it was like pose where you act like you just don't trust anyone, which I think might be this clip. Alright. I'll just kind of maybe zoom along a bit faster. So then it comes down and gives everyone a pep talk for a little while. We kind of talk about what Joseph, myself, and Sean, my roommate, who was also helping out filming that day, are all like behind the camera, talking at the people while it's happening. So like a lot of the audio is like really messy. Also, the room did have a little bit of an echo in it. Oh, did I go too far? I don't think so. Just play through it. It's kind of setting up for something, looks like. Okay, maybe we zip along a bit further. My computer's really struggling to run both this recording and this editing. We didn't really have like a super structured run sheet or like list of shots we wanted to get. We were all kind of figured out as we went, and most of us are like Twitch streamers. So it was hard to like really figure out exactly what we were doing. None of us had done this before. I've never done this before, not like at this level. Normally I take large photos of my own, or I use digital assets that's rendered. That's like way easier. But I wanted to go big for this project because I think it deserves it. Because this might be something I can zoom right in on, maybe. A lot of it is us just being goofy and joking around. We had a lot of fun this day. And I was very sick. I had really bad hay fever. Otherwise I would be in there in frame doing stuff. But they just basically benched me and they were like, let the talent be talent. Which was pretty high. My homies really came out. Came out and saved the day. You can hear my computer really straining in the background. So let's come back a little bit to just like here. How do I zoom in on something? Oh no. Why? Why are you like this? Okay, it's like over here somewhere. Oh wow, nailed it. So what I'm going to do first is cut the clip. Like I said, this is literally my very, very first time using this program. And try and find wherever it ends. It's really struggling. It's really struggling. Okay, and then whenever you're done moving stuff, I think this is definitely more than a single turns action. I think it is setting up for something. But we'll cut it. We'll see if we can zoom right in on it and have a look. Again, I have no idea how to do that, but I'm about to find out, I guess. Let's just throw it right back to the start. Change speed. No, I can change the color. I think that's like a marking thing to help tell them apart. So this is crop. This is dynamic zoom. What? What have I done? Is that just for the duration of the entire thing? No? Alright, well, I clearly do not know what dynamic zoom is. How do I make it go away? Okay. That's moving it. That's rotating it. That's pitching it. That's pretty cool, actually. What? That's yaw. Zoom height. Okay. So you should be able to just zoom right in on this. More. And it's really starting to look grainy at this distance. And it's just like moving a bunch of character tokens around. Let's oops. That's not the button I wish to press. Yes. Let's bring this back in. Let's come right to the end. Hide the tools for right now. You can hear my computer struggling. Okay, hang on. Let's look at... First, let my computer chill. And then we'll import the two clips that I made already. End to end. The coloring looks different from when it was rendered. But that's okay. These turned out really good. So this is obviously not something we'll play end to end because it's the same kind of thing. But let's come back to the start. Like this. It's really annoying that these move opposite anyway. Yeah, the coloring is super vibrant, more so than the preview was, but that's interesting. So I basically want to get like maybe a couple more like this kind of a thing. Okay, yeah. So if we come back to this, we're at like what, 106?
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, that's what I cut that out of. This is 11 seconds of people giggling.
Yeah, passing gossip.
So, like, if one of us, if I was like, here's my gossip,
All the super close.
do you want this one?
Of like pieces and
Yeah.
stuff.
Do you want that?
Cool.
This is the gossip mechanic, trying to
Yeah, the whisper. I like the
trade tokens with each other. So you, when you activate the central bar, you get a gossip for yourself and one for a friend. Just what I think is trying to happen here. So this is 108, and this is really good. So we'll grab, don't change. And that was kind of towards the end. I want to get like right before the whisper. It's struggling. It's struggling. Okay, it's before this. Alright, come on. Okay, look, that's the end of the whispering. So let's cut it right here. Split. And then we'll get the... like this. This looks good. And we'll cut this. I think I'm gonna need to zoom in on these two. Looks pretty good. Whisper. Okay. I don't know. Let's just, yeah, let's just reload. Close this so I can really see what's going on. So we had that. This is just passing one. We had the whisper one. This is 108, so maybe we'll try 109. A lot of the clips have like a single piece of action and a lot of us figuring out what that single piece of action was supposed to be. Yeah, okay. Let's try 109. Yeah, delete. Trying to figure out what's going on here. There's me with the juice. We recorded a lot of me drinking juice. I didn't want them to miss me having the last of it. Oh, this is for a draft. Okay, cool. Cool. Very good. Let's get the draft part. Which is after I come and drink juice. So there should be a little pink blot. This is kind of peak though. Save the screenshot for later. Like I said, there's a lot of goofing around. Okay, so is he standing up for like the whole thing? No. So it's after it sits down. Okay, that looks like they've started. So let's come back to before Elise picks a tile. We'll cut it there. And I'm gonna need to zoom to get everyone just in frame. I did not mean to click the undo button. And like this. Okay. This looks good. Let's draft. Okay. Good. Very good. Yeah. Alright, 110. 110 is only short. It's them drafting very quickly. I have that already. Is this maybe setting up a game at the start? I cannot tell. Yeah, it does seem like that's maybe what they're trying to do. This is more of the same thing. Okay, this might be good because this is getting your objective cards to find out who you wish to keep alive. Okay, so let's bring it in close again, like this. So I think here's a good place to start, because if we're focusing on Elise, and we're seeing her just open them for the first time, everyone else is kind of holding those already. But weirdly, they then immediately reveal that it is in fact not objective cards and it's reminder cards, which I don't really want to do. So this is going to be a really short clip. So we'll cut this. Objective. Excellent. Looks like this is them doing it again. Courtney was very excited because she got the card that says I should die. I remember there being a shot, but yeah, here we go. This is maybe what they're talking about. They hold up their cards and everyone looks distrustful of each other. This is something I was looking for before. Which is like in the middle somewhere. My computer's struggling a little bit. It's probably too many things at once. Okay, I did not want to play from the start, but that's fine. So we don't need this. I just want to find where to cut. This is the same thing. It's being weird on me. Let's just cut it in half. No one's got their cards yet. So we'll cut here. I don't know how bad it is, but you can probably hear my computer fan crying. I think here maybe. I'll just give it a second. So this is everyone looking at their cards. Get a nice little zoom. You swapped seats a little bit. I only just noticed that. Getting some people looking distrustful. Whoa, that was the end of it. Let's come back. So when they look off to the left for stage directions, that's when we stop. It's like everyone looked distrustful, and overall Crow is just like cannot stop looking goofy for half a second. So it actually sounds like good. Alright. Cool. No trust. Okay. Delete. That was 113. We've got 114. His head's just cut off. This is 9 seconds long, so probably not. So we're just in between something happening. What's going on here? They're all talking to Xander, the director. Trying to figure out what we're doing. I'm like in the corner, like holding myself together and drinking juice. I drank like a liter of juice that day. Doesn't look like that's anything happening. It looks like it's in between stuff. Alright, this looks like a jackpot. Let's zoom in right on the board. I think they're setting something up. Wait, let's come back for a second to just before you moved that person. Okay. Cool. That was really good. That's what the billiards room does. Okay, come back here. Let's keep watching. That is what the lounge does. So we'll come back to here. Maybe from here is fine. Okay, cut. There we go. Good cut. Gives you half a second to look at it afterwards. This is what the lounge does. I can get rid of that. Cool. What more is there? What did I just do? Oh, never mind. It went away. Is that the end of the clip? No, there's more. Okay. Let's just bring it back. It's reloading everything. Let's give it a second. Nope. Nope. I know what's at the start. I care what's in the middle. Yeah, it's really struggling. Oh, I want to go before this. Let's cut the first half out. Let's just wait a second because my computer's freaking out. And then I think there's a few more clips in this part. No, it's still freaking out. Alright, that sounds better. I think this is them talking about the shot. Nothing's really happening. It's probably Xander. Trying to figure out what we're doing next. They're talking about the board flip, which I wasn't really keen on. I'm just always paranoid about losing stuff. So cut here. It's a struggle. No, you were just playing this. Why are you struggling now? We just kind of missed the whole thing. Cool as. It's actually really funny that my token bounces out really far. Let's wait for that to stop rolling around. And then we'll cut it here. It actually looks really cool in slow-mo. Board flip. Okay. I think there is a good place to take a minute. My computer is really struggling running both my screen recording program and the video editing software. So it's probably a good time to take a break. Maybe do some of this off cam for a change. But this is the kind of stuff that I mean, one of the skills I have to have in my cap. Yes, this was literally the first time I've ever used DaVinci Resolve. Normally I use Camtasia, which is like dead simple. But Camtasia was missing a codec that meant that I could even open the files at all. So we have to transition into DaVinci just to even open them, and then do its other stuff to try and render it out in the way that we need. And I think it turned out really good. I think we got a lot of good footage on the media release event. Shout out to all my homies that helped out a lot. I'll put their tags in the description so you can go and check out some of their stuff that they work on. And that's kind of it. This is just me making footage that I'm going to be putting together for maybe the trailer, maybe some marketing content or whatever. But that's just, you know, part of the skill set, part of the stuff I have to do. And if this reverse murder mystery game catches your attention, check out some links in the description. We are coming to Kickstarter on the 14th, which is really exciting. And, you know, check out some of the other stuff on this channel, because there's a whole bunch of other tutorialization around me building up to the Kickstarter, making the game, all that kind of stuff. But I also have a whole bunch of other stuff like Marvel Snap, Pokemon, and Magic the Gathering. Things that I play to keep my game design skills sharp, and a lot of that stuff I think is worth checking out as well. But maybe just also check out that subscribe button. Maybe just, you know, maybe click it, see what happens.